Okay guys, so I was about to film an updated Q&A, but this one decided he does not want to take his second nap today. So I just got him out of his crib and I'm giving him like 10 minutes to just kind of reset, and I'm gonna try again. You gotta take a second nap, honey. You have to take a second nap. I know. You wanna look at this, the monitor? So, I just thought I'd bring him on the camera to say hello. Can you say hello to everyone? Say hello. Say, I'm gonna take a nap like a good little baby. This is a monitor. That's his first word, you guys. I think I said it on Instagram, but I don't know if I told you guys. He says this, and he points to like everything. This, yeah. It's a monitor. That's a camera. Say hi, YouTube. Hello. That's your crib. You're gonna go in there in a minute. Uh-oh, the other one's up. Yes, honey? You have to pee again? Okay, go ahead. We are finally training Camden to not sleep with a pull-up, because usually he naps and he sleeps at nighttime with a pull-up on. And now that he's 4, we're like trying to get him just to wear underwear like 100% of the time. So we told him if he is napping and he has to pee, he's got to get up and go to the bathroom. If you guys have any tips for training your little ones to not pee when they sleep, let me know, because I feel like this is like a really complicated thing, because he... Oh my gosh. Are you ready to go back to bed now? Huh? This? I know. Are you ready to go? You ready to go? Yeah, this. Okay, let's put this down. Let's put this down and go to bed. Say bye-bye. Quentin is laying down, which is a good sign. And Camden is back in his room. It's like 1:45 now, so I don't know what's going on today. It's a weird day today, but I'm gonna try and talk a little bit quietly, just because Quentin's room is like right there and I just don't want him to get back up. I also really wanted to clean up the living room so that the background of this video wasn't an absolute chaotic mess for you guys, but I'm kind of working on a time crunch here because I just don't know when either boy is going to wake up again. So we're just gonna like jump right in and get started with the Q&A, and I'm not even gonna worry about the background mess. This is mom life, so we're just gonna go with the flow. And I know I'm probably gonna get questions on my little tie-dye t-shirt. It's actually part of a lounge set. It comes with really cute tie-dye shorts. I will link them down below with a coupon code that's gonna save you guys 20% off. Hopefully by the time I get this video posted, it's still in stock, because stuff from this shop sells out so quickly. So I'm really hoping that it's still in stock by the time I post this, but if not, I will keep you updated on restocks. I got a really cute little camo set as well. It's like a camo hoodie and camo little shorts that are so cute. They're actually sold separately. So I'm gonna link those down below as well, because I know whenever I wear them in future vlogs, people are probably gonna ask about them too, and I just don't want them to be sold out. When are y'all thinking you will move to North Carolina? I was born and raised in North Carolina. So if you guys have been watching my vlogs recently, we are moving to Charlotte, North Carolina. We are right now looking into buying some land and building. So right now our plan is to go ahead and move there, buy a house to live in for like a year or so while we build the house that we want, because I'm sure it's gonna be at least a year to build, and then just sell that house and move in. So that's the plan. I mean, you never know. We could really just end up renting if we find a place that's suitable for us that is like a better option. That's why it's kind of like up in the air as far as that, but we do plan to buy land and build. Like that's ultimately what we want to do. So hopefully by the end of summer, we will be living in North Carolina. And I did want to mention, I've already gotten this question a few times, but like, when are we putting our house back up for sale? We actually didn't have it like for sale last year when we put it up. We put it on Zillow under like Make Me Move. That's what Alex just put it as, because he was like, well, we're not really in a rush to get it sold, so I'm just gonna put it under Make Me Move and see like what kind of offers come in. And we did get some offers. They ended up not working out, but it wasn't like listed for sale. So I feel like it was a lot harder to find. And so this time we're actually seriously going to list it for sale, and hopefully it'll get sold like pretty soon and it won't take a while. Now that your mom isn't able to help babysit, are you finding it super difficult to film and edit? Yeah, so my mom actually, so obviously she can't come over because everyone's quarantined because of the pandemic, but she's also in LA right now visiting my brother. So she's kind of been stuck there ever since she flew out there to visit. And so yeah, I haven't had my mom around, obviously, and it definitely has been a lot harder to film and edit because it's all me. Alex has not been working as much, so he has been able to help here and there, which is really nice, but for the most part, it's been pretty hard to find time to film and edit videos, which is why I'm really not getting as many up as I would like to. And then when we do move to North Carolina, obviously my mom is not going to be there. I am trying to get her to move eventually to North Carolina. I'm trying to convince her to move. I'm also trying to convince my grandparents to move there too. So I have a whole plan that I'm going to try to work out and try to get my family over there. For now, I definitely am going to hire someone once we move there to help out at the house, probably just a few times a week so I can get some work done. But eventually I'm gonna get my mom out there. What sleep sack do you use for Q? So I knew I was gonna get this question. So yeah, I will have the sleep sack that I am currently using for Quentin down below. How old are you? I am 32, I'll be 33 in September. How many kids do you want? Either 3 or 4, we're not sure yet. And then another question that I am getting a lot is when am I gonna start trying now that Quentin is almost 1? So Quentin, my youngest, will be 1 at the end of May. May 19th, and I really would like to start trying this fall, but I don't know. I definitely want to wait at least until the fall though. I don't want to get pregnant before that, so don't expect any pregnancy announcements before then. I mean, unless it just happens. Do you take birth control? Any preferences on it? No, I don't take birth control. Y'all know it is a little difficult for me to get pregnant. It is not that easy. I do have to take Clomid to conceive and to ovulate, so I'm not on birth control just because I feel like that's just going to make things a lot more complicated, and I still want to have more kids, so we don't use birth control. And like if I were just to get pregnant randomly, honestly it would be just a blessing because I don't think I can on my own, so it would just be a fun little surprise. What was your first ever vlog you made for YouTube, and do you ever watch them back? Once in a while I'll watch them back. I actually just recently watched the Vegas vlog. Whoa, the lighting. So yeah, I actually just recently rewatched my Vegas vlog that I went in with a bunch of other YouTube moms, and my friend Lauren, I think, had watched it and like had mentioned it to me, and I was like, wait, I need to go watch that vlog. And I watched it, and that's actually what made me want to dye my hair back brown. So I don't know if I've talked about this on YouTube yet, but I'm going back brunette, you guys. As soon as the pandemic is over and I can go back into the salon, I'm gonna slowly go back to like more darker hair. I don't want to like do pitch black, but definitely like a really pretty chocolatey brown, maybe with some like golden highlights running through it. But anyway, yes, I do watch old vlogs once in a while. It's a little cringy sometimes though, honestly, especially when I like watch the ones that are like years old. So my first vlog that I ever made, or video that I ever made, was a makeup tutorial, because that's initially why I started my channel, is I wanted to do makeup. I love makeup. And so I'll link it down below if I remember. But it's super like cringy. I honestly didn't even know what I was doing. I mean, I thought I was good, but like now you see the makeup gurus on YouTube and they're just so freaking insane and professional that you're just like, you know, blown away. So I'm really glad that I found my little like mommy vlogging niche, I guess you would call it, because I love it. I feel like that's what I was meant to do, you know? How did you sleep train Q? Tips, please. I have an 11-month-old that gets up 3 times. So Quentin is also 11 months and he was getting up like 2 to 3 times a night as well. And I worked with the sleep lady. Her name is Kim West, but on Instagram her handle is the sleep lady. I highly recommend to look her up, you guys, because even if you like don't actually work with her, I worked with her one-on-one, but I'm not really sure she's doing that anymore, but I believe she's coming out with like a course soon to help with sleep training, which I'll definitely share all that information as soon as I know more. But definitely go follow her on Instagram because she always posts really helpful tips on her Instagram. And she's just honestly like freaking amazing. She's like the baby whisperer. I mean, I worked with her under a week, and within a few nights, Quentin was pretty much sleeping through the night. And now I've had like no problems with him sleeping through the night at all lately. What did you major in college? So I first went to High Point University in North Carolina for like 2 years. I was undecided. I transferred to West Virginia University and I majored in communications, and I graduated with a degree in communications. What type of wines do you like and normally drink? All wines, specifically red. And I don't have like a specific kind of red, honestly. I love pretty much all reds. Like, I haven't met a red wine that I really didn't like. I like white too. I like Pinot Grigio for white wine. And I love whiskey. If we're talking about liquor, whiskey is my liquor of choice. I also love a good margarita on the rocks with salt. But I don't like shots of tequila because I feel like that just reminds me of like college when we all used to take these like crazy shots of tequila and then like gag because it was so nasty. And I drank like Jose Cuervo, you guys. Like, I feel like Patron wasn't even really a thing back in high school and college. Like, when you're a broke ass college student, like, you don't drink Patron. I mean, maybe you do, but I didn't. Like, we took shots of Jose, and back in high school we took shots of Jose Cuervo Gold, and that shit was nasty. Do you read the YouTube gossip threads? No. I remember when I first came across them like years ago, and I read a few things and I was just like, you know what? Why am I reading this? It's literally people who don't know you talking crap about you on these random websites. And it's like, I feel really bad for these people because I feel like not only are they talking crap about people that they don't know, and it's like, what a waste of your life, but it's like, do you even have a life? Like, these people really must be super bored with their own lives that they feel the need to go and gossip about people that they don't know. And even if you do know people and you're gossiping on websites, like, that's also pathetic. But I stopped reading them because it's just like, what's the point of reading that stuff? There's always gonna be people talking shit about you, and it really is up to you with how you handle that. Like, you know what I mean? So if there's a way where you can just like stay away from it and ignore it, then that's what you should do, because it's only going to bring you down. And with this job and like putting my life out there, like, obviously I'm going to have haters, and obviously there's going to be people like saying mean things and like talking about me and my family and like all of this stuff. Like, that comes with it, which I understand now. I mean, in the beginning it was super hard because you have to kind of get used to that. And I was never really used to like mean people. I feel like in my whole life, I don't know if it's just me being naive, but I feel like I never really had any enemies. Like, I never really had people that like really talked shit about me. And if I did, I didn't know it. Because I feel like I'm really easy to be friends with. Like, I feel like I get along with so many different kinds of people, and I'm very just like accepting, and like I'm really cool with everyone, and I've always felt that way. And then so when I started doing social media and started like seeing like the things that people were saying, I was just like, whoa, like there really are like mean-hearted people out there. And so you definitely have to have like a thick skin for it, but that's besides the point. The point of what I'm trying to say is that like, I don't have to read those gossip threads, and so I don't. There's no need for me to. When I used to read those things in the way beginning, like, most of the time, literally 90% of the time, what they were saying was bullshit. Like, they had no idea what they were talking about. Anyway, I just stopped reading it because it was like, it's stupid. It's not going to do anything for my life. It's not going to help me grow in any way. It's only going to hold me back. My advice to you guys, if you have haters or if you have people who are talking shit about you, like, take the high road. ignore them. Those people obviously have a lot going on. They either have a lot going on in their life that they can't deal with, so this is like an outlet for them to like talk shit about other people to make themselves feel better, or they're completely bored. Like they literally have no life, they have nothing to do, and so they're trying to consume their mind with just like trash talking. I feel bad for these people either way, because I wish for them and I pray for them that they can find some sort of happiness in their life that will really genuinely make them better people. How did you finally get out of your toxic past relationship? When was enough enough? So I used to be in a relationship, my last one before Alex, well actually like two exes ago, because I dated a guy in between for a little bit. Anyway, I dated this guy who I met at High Point, which is the first college that I went to in North Carolina, and we dated for like I think 3 years on and off. It was a very toxic relationship. He was abusive and just like one of those guys that you shouldn't be with, like just not good. So anyway, I've talked about this a few times, and I've never actually like sat down and really shared my entire story. Don't know if I'm ever going to have the balls to do it, honestly. In a way I really want to, because I feel like I could honestly help a lot of girls out there who are going through the same thing and just need to hear it from someone else, and it's always nice to relate in that situation. But even though I'm completely over it and I'm 100% like okay, I just like, that was like a part of my life that I just don't even like to honestly think about, because I've come so far, and it's like, you know, I don't know. I will tell you how I finally got out of the toxic relationship. That's something that I'm totally fine with sharing. It's pretty pathetic, honestly. There were so many things on so many different levels that he did wrong, like really wrong. But the one thing that made me leave, and the one thing that made me walk away and finally end the relationship, was the fact that he cheated on me. And I think about it now and I'm like, Liza, you should have left years before that. But that was the one thing that I was just like not going to stand for, which is sad, because I shouldn't have stood for any of the stuff that he did to me, but I did. I always took him back, and I always kept going back. And finally I found out that he was cheating on me, and that's what just completely ended the whole thing. And I'm grateful for that, you know what I mean? It was like a blessing in disguise. I wish I could give you guys some advice on anyone who's in an abusive or a toxic relationship. I pray for you, and I hope that you can find a way out. And I know it's so much easier said than done, trust me. And sometimes you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and sometimes you feel like you're trapped and you're always going to be in that situation, and sometimes you want to stay, which was my situation. Was like, it's not like I felt like I couldn't leave. I didn't want to leave, and I think it had a lot to do with like being brainwashed in a way. Like I feel like I didn't even know who I was back then. Like I look at those 3 years of my life and I'm like, I don't even know who I was. I thought so badly that I was supposed to be with him, and I think it was all manipulation and control and things that he would tell me and say to me every single day that just like had me believe that like we were meant to be together. And it took a lot. Like once I finally ended it with him for good, because I mentally could never be with him again after he cheated. I finally slowly started to see clearer and clearer, and like I think back now and I'm just like, I was brainwashed. And I think a lot of the time women who are in these abusive relationships, they are brainwashed. Like they obviously cannot see clearly or think clearly, and so I think that has a lot to do with the fact of why they can't leave. It's just such a sensitive subject for so many people, so it's really hard to like know the right thing to say. If you have friends or family who are in toxic relationships, I know how frustrating it can be, because I've also had friends be in these horrible relationships, and this is after I was in one, and I just want to shake them and be like, just leave, you will be so much happier in the future. Like you'll realize you wasted so much time. but there's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing that you can do because they have to figure it out themselves, unfortunately. You said that you stopped nursing Q. Do you still have milk, or is your breast milk gone? No, I didn't have too much milk left once I completely stopped because I was only feeding Quentin during the night, not in the daytime. I was giving him formula in the daytime. So I think my breast milk was like slowly dwindling away. And so I just pretty much stopped cold turkey after I sleep trained him. I just stopped feeding him at night, and that was it. Nothing ever happened. Why are y'all wanting to move to a different area? Okay, so where we live now is Bethesda, Maryland. It's a very, very expensive, overpriced area. And although our family is here, we feel like we would be happier elsewhere because we just feel like this is not our home anymore. Like, we want to experience a new place. We're really excited about North Carolina. We've looked into it so much. I used to live in North Carolina when I went to High Point. I loved North Carolina. I loved the people there. I loved the place. And although we're not going to the same area, it was just, that state is just pure happiness. If you've ever been to North Carolina, you just smile when you're there. It's just, people are so sweet and so nice. I love the South. I could honestly see us there, and Charlotte is a great financial district, which is a lot of opportunity for Alex, and we just both really are ready for a change and ready for just a new adventure. And staying here, we feel like we're stuck. Alex and I both have lived in this area our whole entire life, so it is home to us, but just because we've lived here our whole lives doesn't mean we have to stay here, if you know what I mean. Like, yes, our families are here, but North Carolina is not that far away. It's like a 5 to 6 hour drive, like an hour plane flight. The flights are not expensive to Charlotte. I looked them up like before the pandemic even broke out. Like, I looked up the flights and they were not bad at all for round trip flights. But not only that, like, I am going to convince my mom to move out there. So that is my plan. But yeah, we're just really, really excited about the move. And it is going to be hard. It's going to be a big change. We're gonna have to obviously get used to a whole new lifestyle, but I think in the end we'll be much, much happier there than settling here. Do you feel like your family won't be complete until you have a girl? No judgment. Absolutely not. Even if I have like 2 more boys, I will definitely feel like my family is complete. If I'm meant to have a girl, I will have a girl. And I truly believe in like what's meant to be will be. Everything happens for a reason, like all that kind of thing. So if I'm meant to have a girl, I will. And if I'm not meant to have a girl and I'm meant to be a boy mom, then I'm going to have all boys. And I think no matter what, my family will 100% be complete. Are you going to share the process of having more kids like you did in the past? So, y'all know previously I've always, well, with Quentin, not so much with Cam, because I had just started YouTube when I got pregnant with Camden. But with Quentin, I shared like my whole entire TTC, trying to conceive journey, taking Clomid, going to the doctors, going to infertility clinic. I shared all of it with you guys, and it really helped me a lot to share all of that. Honestly, it helped me deal with it because it was stressful, it was sad, and so I felt like I had so much support during that time. So it was like an outlet. So yes, I definitely do plan to share it again if I do have trouble this time conceiving. But as I've said before, my plan is to go ahead and get on Clomid. You know, I did think about this a little bit, but most likely when we do conceive the 3rd baby, we will be in North Carolina. So I'm gonna be going to a new doctor, a new gynecologist and all of that. And I'm like wondering if my gynecologist is going to prescribe me Clomid right away, because I don't think most of them do. I feel like they have you waited out, have you tried on your own for a while. So I feel like it might be harder now that I have to find like a new doctor to ask for Clomid right away. I feel like they're not going to give it to me right away. They're going to have me try on my own first. So I don't know how that's really going to work out, but if I can get my hands on it right away and I do get pregnant right away, then I might just like, it might just be a big surprise for you guys, like a big announcement without like doing the whole TTC journey. It just kind of depends on how everything goes. what style do you think you will go for in your new house? So we are planning to build, and I definitely want to do a modern farmhouse. That's like, I love modern farmhouses. I think they are so beautiful, so clean looking. I definitely want to put like a Liza, you know, twist on it, especially with like the inside and the decor and stuff like that. But as far as just like the outside, I want like modern farmhouse all the way, especially because we're going to be living in North Carolina, so it is like, you know, more country there, and I feel like it's more fitting there. Like in this area in Bethesda, Maryland, you don't see modern farmhouse. Like maybe you do, but not like around where I am. All of the new houses are just like, I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the style is called. I'm like looking at some that were like done across the street from me, like suburban mom house. I don't really know. Alex was talking to a builder last night, and he also mentioned that like European villa is like a big popular thing right now, but I definitely love the modern farmhouse. Okay, this is the last question that I'm going to answer today. I feel like you really don't post a lot on YouTube anymore, and rarely see you on Instagram. Is something going on? Okay, so this is actually something that like I've been kind of wanting to talk about a lot with you guys. Posting videos has been super hard for me lately, and I've talked about this before, but ever since having like 2 kids, it's just like become a lot because it's all me and I don't have any help. So obviously when my mom is around, like she can help me out, and when Alex doesn't have too much work to do, obviously he helps, but other than that, it's like all me. And I've always said, like, first and foremost, before anything, before my job and YouTube and social media and all of that, like my #1 job is a mom, and that's what I love to do, and that's what I strive to be, is the best mom that I can be for both my boys, and I want to give them as much attention as I can. That being said, I also freaking love what I do, and I love being a YouTuber, and I love being on social media and sharing everything with you guys. Like literally, it is my passion. So I've definitely struggled finding a balance between the two without having help, which is like one of the main reasons why I'm definitely planning to hire someone to help me, whether that just be with like watching the kids for a few hours during the day while I get some work done, or like assisting me and helping me get work done. But then it's like, who's gonna watch the kids? So I'm probably just gonna hire someone to help watch my kids during the day. And when we do put Cam in school, like that will help give me a little bit of time, but I'm still gonna need someone to help out with Quentin. But I feel like I'm almost missing some really important moments with my kids because I'm trying constantly to like be on social media. And although I'm not even uploading that many YouTube videos anymore, like I literally get maybe 1 to 2 videos a week because that's all that I can do right now, I'm still trying to be pretty active on Instagram, at least, so that like, you know, you guys are still like seeing some of me, even though it's not so much on YouTube. I'm trying my best to like upload stories and be present on Instagram. But when I do that, I realize that I'm not there for the moments that I want to be there for with my kids. Like when Quentin, you know, starts walking and taking his first steps, like I don't want to be like, oh Liza, go get your phone and take a video of this so you can upload it on your stories. Like I don't want to think about that. I literally want to sit there and watch my baby get up and walk to me and just be in the moment and literally have that stored in my memory, as opposed to have it stored on my phone. Like yes, it's great to get that footage on your phone to always look at and to share with family and friends, but I think more important than that is remembering it. I want to be able to like look back and really be like, I enjoyed those moments and I was there and I was present. And it's so hard to do that when you freaking have to think about getting it on camera. I'm so conflicted because it's my job and I love it, but I also miss the days where people literally just like live their life, were in the moment, like went places and experienced things and got excited over things and didn't film it all and didn't take pictures constantly. I really want to be more in the moment, and I really just want to start enjoying things again like I used to back in the day when I was like a kid or even a teenager, when no one freaking took videos of everything and no one even had cell phones. I mean, when I was a teenager, like we really didn't have cell phones. I mean, we had phones, but like you literally just used them to call people. I don't know, it's just something that I need to figure out, and maybe, you know, I need to take like the weekends off, or take like 1 to 2 days during the week and put my phone away and literally not be on social media at all. And I feel like that may hurt me with my job, but in the end, it totally could be worth it. So that's something that I'm thinking about trying out. Maybe I'll just test out 1 day a week, and like Saturdays or something like that, and just put my phone away and just like be in the moment and spend that whole day with my family and living life without social media. It's like, and I feel like I'm venting to you guys, and I'm like almost like being like, you guys need to try this out too, which is gonna hurt me in the end, because I want you guys to interact with me, and I want you guys to be like watching my videos, obviously, and like watching my stories. But I don't know, like I feel like life is so much bigger than that. Life is so much bigger than pictures and videos and trying to capture all the moments on your phone. So anyway, that's my little rant. I've been wanting to kind of talk to you guys about that because it's been on my mind a lot lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
A bottle of wine will get me every time.